Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today we're going to do another pick a card tarot and oracle reading. And today we're going to get some channeled messages from your person, whoever this person may be, whether it is your partner, your crush, your lover, etc. Okay, so what I need you to do is think of the person that you have in mind, relax, and ask yourself, what would this person say to me? If they were honest and accurate about all of their feelings towards me, everything that they should tell me, what would they say? And once you've asked that, you can take a look at all three of the groups on the screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the Selenite. We have group number 2 with the Howlite. And we have group number 3 with the Afghanite. Okay, so once you've selected your group, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps. You can pause now if you're still selecting, although I do have to have a conversation with y'all. Okay, number 1, this is a group reading. I say this in every video because there's always that one comment. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Okay, there's hundreds of people watching these. And sometimes you get readings where it feels like a personal reading. Other times you have readings where, you know, maybe a few things resonate and a few things don't. And then other times maybe it just doesn't hit home at all. And that's totally fine, okay? If you want a personal reading one-on-one, then maybe we can get more individual energies and messages for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. If something doesn't resonate, don't take it. Another thing that I really need to have like a big disclaimer here is there's a huge culture of limerence in these online tarot readings, which is where you find yourself in a state of infatuation and near obsession over somebody who either doesn't know that you exist or is very emotionally avoidant and not into you at all. And I do not want any of you to fall into a state of limerence. I do not want to enable a state of limerence. So I will say this, if you are asking about anyone who you are not currently with, I would proceed with caution because you don't want to turn this into a tarot addiction, into an addiction of like getting a hit of dopamine every time there's like a good positive message that comes through from them in a tarot reading, but not in real life. Another major disclaimer I have to give here, which goes along with what I'm saying, is if you do not know this person, like if you've never met this person, don't watch this video, okay? And I can't believe I'm having to say this, but I am not your soulmate, okay? I have had a commenter recently who left a lot of comments saying that all of these love readings are directed like I am their soulmate. That is very creepy, number 1. Number 2, I have never met you. And I know at times I may give readings that sometimes may feel personal to you. I do not know you, okay? I've never thought I'd have to leave that disclaimer, but here we have it, okay? I just want you all to be mentally healthy, happy, and in good connections with people, okay? And tarot has helped me get to that place on my own, and I want to do the same for you guys. But tarot has also enabled a few people occasionally into staying stuck in these states of limerence, of romantic obsession with an ex or somebody who does not want to be with them. And as I mentioned, I don't want to see any of you in that particular circumstance, okay? So move forward with your wits about you is all I'm saying. All right, let's get into the readings now. Hello, group number 1. You guys selected the Selenite stick. Beautiful stone that helps bring in so much positive energy, light, and truth into your life. So really cool stuff there. The rune that came out for you to show what your person would say to you if they, you know, could be completely honest about their feelings, where they're at, everything, is algaes in reverse. Okay, so this is a rune of self-protection. It is a rune of being a little selfish, but in a good, positive way. You know, sometimes we get to those places in life where we really just need to pour energy into ourselves. And I feel, honestly, if you're asking about a man, and this has nothing to do with gender, I'm just going to go off on a little rant here. I genuinely think that men are better at doing this than women are, because a lot of women are taught to put other people first, to put relationships first. And also, we're just bombarded with so much movies and media that shows like, oh, you're happy ever after revolves around your relationships, whether that is with a man or your friends or your family or your children. The happy ever after for women always is portrayed as involving other people. Whereas for men, it is more so like what you choose to do, what your passions are. And I really give credit to divine masculine energy people, because they really excel at doing that, when, like, in knowing when they cannot offer somebody something that they may desire, or knowing when they really just need to pour energy into themselves. Okay, so I see the person that you're asking about, regardless of whether they're a man or masculine energy person. They do give off masculine energy though, which is really good. They're in alignment with their divine masculine energy. I just feel that intuitively. And they're able to admit right now, I may not be in the best place to really pour energy into love and relationships. Okay, so this person could be going to school or looking for a job, or maybe they just have to get their finances together, something like that, most likely, where they're just not really feeling like they can give you what you deserve or give relationships what they deserve. And so they're just really focused right now on pouring energy into themselves, so that way one day they can be quote unquote worthy of receiving love. But that's not necessarily a toxic way to look at things, because sometimes we're all in a place in our lives where we just need some time to be single. We just need some time to like figure out our own stuff and grow the things that we want to grow, have the experiences that we want to have in life. And it can be really hard being attracted to somebody who's in that state, let me tell you, okay, when they're purposefully being emotionally unavailable. But I think, you know, being emotionally unavailable in that state isn't necessarily healthy. But when somebody's coming at it with a perspective of, I'm going to be single, I'm going to work on myself, and you know what, if love happens, it happens, I'll be open to it, but I'm not going to actively chase it, I'm not going to actively seek it out, then it could be a healthy thing. So I don't know, let's get some more information to see where this person is at with you. We have the fire element coming out. Okay, this is a lot of passion this person has towards you. So physically, they are extremely attracted to you. They really, like, I'm seeing like the curvatures of bodies in my mind right now. Like, they love the curvatures of your body, and I don't know why. This is really weird and specific, but like right underneath the breast area, that area is very attractive to them, whether you're a man or a woman, no matter what your breast or chest situation is. They're very attracted to like that part of the torso, like the under boob, or the if you have like pecs, you know, something like that, they may be very attracted to. Or if you have like a scar there or scars there, for some reason they're like oddly attracted to that. This person can also be oddly attracted to scars for some reason, like just really enjoying somebody who has a life story. They're attracted to you because you're not normal. You're not basic. Like, you've gone through some hardships in life and you're very strong. You've seen the other side of them, and they're really attracted to you for that quality as well. They have a lot of passion when it comes to you, physical, as we mentioned, but yeah, there's a lot of fire here in general. So also, either you or them may be a fire sign, and that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You don't have to be, though. I wouldn't be shocked if that was in either your like sun, moon, maybe Venus, maybe Mars. Well, I don't want to sit here and be like, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, blah, blah, blah. That's like literally all of them. But I don't know. You could have one of you or both of you could have a strong fire placement that's very compatible with the other person's fire placement. Let's just put it like that, okay? If you're into astrology. Oh my gosh, guys. We have the Door to Romance coming out as your energy oracle. And this is not a romance deck. This is a normal deck. There's like one or two romantic cards in this deck, and of course you got one of them in the upright position. So yeah, this person has the hots for you, absolutely, and they would tell you that if they had the chance. We have Rest and Rejuvenation in reverse. Okay, so this goes back to what we were saying here with algae coming out in reverse. This person is at a point where they feel like they need to have some sort of financial or physical recovery before they can fully commit to this, like, and open their heart up entirely. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. It feels like, you know, there's other areas of their life that are growing and their attention is on that. This person may be a little bit overworked. They could be somebody who, you know, like I said, they're working really, really hard to quote unquote get their life together. It feels very much related to finances and career. Okay, so they could be working really hard in those areas trying to get their life together. And because of that, they're not necessarily, I'm not seeing them like on dating apps or like just really devoting a lot of energy towards finding love right now. However, they do have feelings and attraction towards you. So that's cool. Let's see what else comes out. We have message in a bottle. Interesting. This person will be in contact with you, absolutely. They will hit you up. I would be very shocked if you guys are not in contact at the time that you're watching this. Okay, and if you are not in contact, they will be hitting you up. And I'm seeing in particular one of you, you might have an event or a birthday or some sort of celebration coming up in the near future. So if it's like your birthday coming up, or if you have some sort of graduation or announcement or something like that you're sharing with the world, they may see that and hit you up about it. And that'll be like their segue to talking to you a little bit more. If you find them already doing things like that, like finding little ways to just strike up conversation with you, this is again just confirmation that they have feelings for you. Not to say that everyone who's friendly has feelings for you, but you know the difference. Okay, don't play dumb, group number one. You know the difference. All right, this person has the hots for you. We have to the sea, which is very fascinating. Look at all this blue energy, blue cards here. Blue rules over the throat chakra, and the throat chakra rules over communication. So as I mentioned, this person is going to try communicating to you a lot more probably in the future is what I'm seeing. Okay, I want to make this a quick reading. We're not going to dive way too heavy into it. You know, I have plenty of very deep dives on channeled messages and feelings on my channel if you want to watch one of those. This is a quick check-up with their feelings and getting some channeled messages from them, which we will get after the tarot. All right, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, one or both of you may be traveling. It feels like they are traveling. This could be you also. But definitely, and with the to the sea as well, this person is imagining you by their side in what they're doing in life. Like they could be seeing cool new places. They could be envisioning their life if they lived in these new places, but also sort of envisioning you there with them. So really fascinating. Six of Swords also clarifies the message we already picked up on this person is trying to quote unquote get their life together. Six of Swords is a card that shows going from rough waters, uncertainty, to something much more stable and calm, knowing that they can afford things, knowing that they have the money, the career, knowing that they have the stability within themselves to sustain something like a loving relationship. They're working on that. Okay, if you're traveling and posting about it, they're watching. And if they're traveling, they are thinking about you, trying to get your attention with it. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is very fascinating. Actually, these two cards next to each other talk about walking away, moving on. There could be something here about a move. For some of you, this could be a long distance person. Okay, you may have moved, or they may have moved, or one of you are moving, and that's on their mind because they're like, well, is this even gonna work? Is this even gonna work with the distance? Is this even gonna work with where I want to live? Like maybe they really want to live in a particular town, country, city, location. And for that reason, they're sort of emotionally offline. They haven't been looking for love because it's like, okay, I'm going to get this degree, or I'm going to save up this money, or I'm going to, get some work experience in this location. And then my plan is to move to this place more permanently. So I shouldn't necessarily go out and invest into relationships if my plan is to move anyways. That could be their mindset here. Okay. Or that could be your mindset here, and they're worried about that. But they can't help but feeling an attraction to you. I am seeing that. Okay. So yeah, there's something here about a move or some sort of long distance travel. Okay. And they could be imagining what life would be like if you were to move with them, or if you were to travel, adventure with them. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Very interesting. I kind of need more clarification on this. Why? Well, first off, you have two eights right next to each other. 8, 8. We have 3, 3, and the 3 here as well. Yeah. 8s and 3s, 38, 83. The number 8 deals with money. So that confirms what we were talking about. They're trying to make more money, trying to get their career together. The number 3 deals with travel, okay, creative expansion and community. So get more clarification on this. 3 of Cups and 8 of Swords in reverse. High Priestess upright. I don't think they're sharing all of their feelings that they have for you with you, okay? Or all of their concerns with you. They definitely keep things to themselves. If this is a situation where you guys are just friends or coworkers, with the 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is sort of dancing along the line of something more. Like, I don't want to make it weird. I don't want to make it inappropriate. I don't want to shoot my shot and get rejected and then make it weird. You know, I'm seeing those types of feelings here, which is understandable. But, you know, all shots that aren't taken are missed. So we have the Queen of Cups. Yes, nice décolleté there. So again, confirming our suspicions that this person is very attracted to your chest area in particular, but very attracted to you one way or another. And, you know, the Queen of Cups does show that they think you're a kind person, pretty, very connected, creative. They love your creative ideas and outpouring, whether you do art or music or dance or something, however you express yourself creatively. They're a huge fan of that. They're very attracted to that. And they view you as somebody who is extremely, like, wifey or hubby material, you know? Very emotionally available, open and accepting, and also, like, sexually, they are attracted to you. They are very attracted to you, but yeah, let's see what the final card is coming out for them. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, see, I feel like this person is going to shoot their shot. I feel like they are going to reach out. And because, you know what, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like an F it moment. Like, F it, I'm just going to see what happens. You know, I'm going to move anyways. They're going to move anyways. Something's going to change anyways. Like, let's just see what happens. Let me just go for it. You know, it's one of those moments with the Wheel of Fortune, especially with all this blue energy, throat chakra energy. Absolutely. They're going to, you know, swing your way and see if you're up to going out with them or up to talking to them. There are definitely worries on their mind with the 8 of Cups in reverse, with the 8 of Swords in reverse. They're feeling stuck in their current life position, or, like, you know, they're worried, like, okay, if I shoot this shot, is it really going to get anywhere further, you know, because I want to live here, they want to live here, will it go anywhere else? And so if they aren't taking action, that is the fear that's holding them back. You know, there is a fear holding them back here. Okay. Also, for a few of you watching, they could be feeling like they're in sort of like they're a little bit trapped, you know, especially if you're coworkers or you work together. It's like, I don't want to get fired from this job. I cannot get fired from this job. However, these feelings I have are very real. So they're like stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's what it feels like, you know. Or if you guys are mutual friends, it's like, I really need these friends right now. I love these friends. I don't want to lose these friends, but I do have these feelings as well. So it's like trying to navigate the dynamic of it. But if they could give you their honest thoughts and opinions towards you, what would they say? Okay. We have the Fool coming out. This is from my homemade channel Love Messages deck. I am so excited about you. It makes me feel like an idiot. Okay, you make them feel young. It's new relationship energy. I was going to say, this doesn't feel like something very long tenured with a lot of history. It feels like a long flirtation. It feels like, even if you've known each other for years, there may have been long amounts of times where you weren't really close with them, or you weren't at that level of flirtation. Like, for example, if this is a coworker that you've known for like 3 years now, you were just casual coworkers, and then, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago you just started talking more, and a few weeks ago you started feeling something a little more. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, even if you dated at some point in time, like, it may not have worked out. Someone may have moved, or there could have been, you know, other things that happened, but you kept in touch, and it's like you weren't really close. You know, I'm seeing like you may have known each other for a while, but not have been very, very close, and now things are starting to heat up a little bit, warm up a little bit more. Feelings are getting more involved here, and Yeah, it's all about navigating that. I'm so excited about you. It makes me feel like an idiot. Innocence, loyalty, and devotion. Doing anything you say / suggest. Stumbling over your words. You make them feel young again. You know what this reminds me of? That trend going around on like Reels and TikToks and Shorts where it's like, oh my God, what is it? It's people making fun of themselves basically because they're like, let's just say it's like when he told me that he likes girls who twerk. And then it's that song like I remember when I lost my mind, and it's like a video of somebody like back in the day, like a few years ago, trying horrifically failing at like twerking. You know what I mean? It's like, or like when he says that he likes girls who are tan, and then it like that song's playing and then it flashes to a girl who's like orange from self-tan. You know what I mean? That just popped into my mind. I feel like this person, like if you were to suggest that you like anything, they're the type of person to like kind of like scope out doing it, you know? Oh, okay. We have the Two of Swords coming out as well. And this says, I am protecting my heart right now. Yeah, we saw that with Algies in reverse. The unknown scares me, so I don't make any emotional decisions. I can't make a decision right now. Yeah. And also with like that Eight of Swords in reverse, it's that feeling of being stuck. Like I can't get out of this. It's a psychological thing. But you know what? It's not your job to fix this person. It's not your job to change this person. This is where they're at right now. So while there will be communication with them in the future, they definitely hide the bulk of their feelings and passions towards them, but they're definitely also in a state of mind of like protecting themselves, protecting their heart or their ego or whatever, and they're feeling a little bit afraid of leaving their comfort zone, or like leaving the single life for whatever reason. It's like they don't want to be single, but at the same time they're a little bit afraid to leave that comfort zone, which is totally going to hold them back here. So, you know, it's just a matter of like what you want to do with this situation. Group number 1. Did I call you group number 2 earlier? If I did, I apologize. I don't know why I would have called you that. I haven't filmed a pick a card reading in like 2 weeks now. I'm so excited to be back at it though. We have the Five of Wands. I am jealous. I feel like I have to compete for you. So this is some insecurities, misunderstandings, scheduling issues, and feeling like your family and friends won't like them. Okay. Yeah, and with the Three of Cups in reverse, that's definitely a sort of jealous energy. They see you out and about, looking great, feeling great, doing great, and they're here. You know, I don't want to call this person socially inept, but there's definitely something about them that isn't like 100% charismatic or like well adapted in all social situations. You know what I mean? Like there's something about them that is like, I don't know, like they don't know how to, they're not, how do I put this? They're not the most charming. Okay. They could have some charm, like some awkward charm, I guess you could call it, but they're not charming. Like they're not 100% amazing. Like they don't get an A++ when it comes to navigating social situations at times. And they see you out and about thriving in relationships and connections with people who perhaps do, you know, this person could be a little neurodivergent as well. They don't have to be, but like this is kind of like giving like a sprinkling of autism. You know what I mean? Like when somebody who like maybe they don't understand jokes quite that well, or maybe they don't understand social cues all that well. I'm not saying they have autism, but it's a similar vibe, you know, like they could be very intelligent, good at what they do, handsome, beautiful, whatever. But when it comes to socializing, they don't necessarily pick up on all the cues, or there could be some awkward silences, or they may have a lot of fears where they don't need to have fear, you know. So maybe they're just shy too. I don't know, but it does hold them back a little bit, and then that also does create a little bit of jealousy from them because they see other people who you might not have known as long getting closer to you, or making you laugh harder, or fill in the blank, and they could have some jealousy there. But on the other hand, it's like you can't be jealous because all you have to do is like share your feelings and your emotions, you know. And I feel like it would be reciprocated, like if this could move forward, but they're not doing that. So that's where the issue lies. Okay, we also have the Ace of Cups here. I'm starting to realize just how much I love you. I want to start something new with you. And literally says, I want your babies. I effing love you. Falling in love, new relationship energy. And we see that with the Queen of Cups as well. This isn't just a physical attraction. They are emotionally attracted to you. They literally daydream about a life with you. And, you know, it feels very crushy though. You know, I don't know if you all crossed that line yet, or if, you know, this is something of the past that you used to deal with. We have the Knight of Cups. I want to impress you so bad. I find it hard to just show you the real me exactly, you know. Hopeless, romantic, like I said, crushy. Feelings are definitely present. They want to sweep you off your feet. They want to impress you with a fancy date or proposal or whatever, but they might be too awkward to bring that up or bring that forward or make that happen. And then we have the Star. I feel like you are my soulmate. Also, I want to see you naked. And yeah, I definitely, the physical attraction is unreal here, guys. They are very attracted to you. They think you are absolutely stunning physically, mentally, and emotionally. And we saw that in the Queen of Cups as well. They dream about being with you day and night. Yeah, and they're not telling you they're not leading you on to any of this. This is a weird situation though, because you're watching this, I feel like you would work with them. Like you would go on a date with them, you would be with them if they were to just express these things, but they're not, you know, and that's the weird part here. So I'm wondering if you have not expressed your feelings to them. I mean, I don't know, all of you are in different situations. If you have a crush on this person, I would just tell them about it. Okay, that may make them change their mind, or that may put things in a different perspective for them. If this is somebody you have like a little bit of a history with and you're just waiting for it to be more reciprocal, I don't know, then it becomes another situation there, and I don't know if this is the person for you, but yeah, spirit guides and ancestors support this connection. Yeah, there is a slightly spiritual element to this connection as well with the High Priestess, with the Queen of Cups. You could both be spiritually inclined people, and maybe you bring that energy out within each other. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out as your final tarot card, though, there's definitely some shifts and changes in the energies that will be coming soon in this connection, whether some people are moving or they're coming in with some form of communication. I don't know, or maybe you're the one communicating, making decisions there, but yeah, definitely feels interesting. Okay, I hope that cleared some things up for you. I want to keep it short, so let's just end it there. And if you need more in-depth readings, you can go to my website, spiritpsychic.org, and get a personal reading on this situation. Just click on the love reading, and you can ask about any person, situation. Give as much backstory as you want, or not that much backstory if you don't want, and I'll only connect with your energy, and we'll get some more answers on this. Okay, so that is on spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. You guys selected the Howlite stone. Don't mind the dimming of the lights. It is super hot out today. It's like 97 degrees Fahrenheit out, and I am not using any lights. We just have one candle. Okay, so the rune that came out for you to represent your person's feelings and what they would say to you is Sowilo. This is the sun rune, so this is actually good vibes, good energy that they are sending your way. They really like you. Okay, I mean, when the sun rune comes out, it really just does show warmth, especially in matters where the heart is involved. So let's get some more clarifiers here, some more specifics. We have Bubble Rider coming out. Okay, so this was not supposed to be like an 18 plus reading. However, for some of you, I just instantly got like the visual in my mind of like writing. So that may resonate for a few of you, but let me look in the book. This is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle for what this actually means. But I certainly have no doubt that for a lot of you, your person really visualizes that. Also, for a few of you, like a select few of you, there could be motorcycles involved in this. So whether they ride a motorcycle, I don't think that's super common, so it won't resonate for everyone, but I am getting that as well. And Bubble Rider means joy, of course. Joy is the spirit's ultimate expression and form of love. Mimic the fairies who express joy in all they do. They dance and sing as they go about their daily business. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you get the point. They really get a lot of joy from you. And their thoughts, their feelings, their messages, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, energy-wise, we have the 6th chakra in reverse with Archangel Metatron. And this is the 3rd eye chakra, so this does show not listening to one's intuition. And it also shows keeping some of their joyous, loving feelings to themselves. They may not necessarily be communicating all that they feel with you, or there could be some happy surprises up their sleeve that they're not talking to you about. And then we have this the second chakra, the sacral chakra, upright with Archangel Ariel. And yeah, this is definitely the chakra of creativity, but also sex and sexuality and that passion. So the sacral chakra rules over anything in our life that involves impulsively doing what feels right in the moment. For example, if you're like painting a picture, it's like, oh, this color just feels right here. If you're decorating a living room, oh, this pillow just looks great here. If you're riding dick, you know, like this spot feels good, whatever, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, the sacral chakra, it's those moments where you're just intuitively acting upon what feels right, what feels good in the moment. You're not overthinking it. So as mentioned, this person has a vast sexual attraction towards you, but also happy feelings as well, happy moments as well. Okay, so with the sixth chakra, the third eye chakra in reverse, that's the only thing though, because this, to me, whenever this chakra is blocked, it can represent somebody who may struggle from time to time with anxiety or depression. You know, maybe they are not the best at articulating their feelings verbally, or maybe they did not grow up in an environment where they were really shown how to articulate feelings verbally. So that could be a blockage here, but let's see what else comes out. We have happy. Why is this person so joyous to be around you? Like, what have you done to them? What have you done to their mind? What have you done to their soul? You have them under your spell is what I'm thinking. And then we have chaos and conflict. So you see how we're noticing all of these cards with like joy, happy, attraction, happy. And then there's like these two cards here that are like, oh, but there's like conflict. There's chaos beneath the surface. There are deeper feel like, what do I do with these feelings? How do I articulate them? So definitely we got to get some tarot here to clarify. Get some channeled messages after the tarot. But what does this person feel about you? What is their thoughts, their feelings towards you? Why is this chaos and conflict card here? And the third eye chakra in reverse. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so this is a youthful type of energy, new type of energy, and wanting to come forward with more communication, with fresh direction and insights. They love talking to you. Okay, very chatty, upbeat. We have the Ace of Coins in reverse. And to me, you know, whenever this is in reverse, it does show a blockage here. Specifically a blockage in commitment, or being able to offer something substantial, or feeling like they're blocked. You know, this is somewhat similar to group number one, but very different undertones is what I'm feeling. Let's see what else wants to come out. How do they feel? Oh gosh, I didn't even mean for that to flip over. Okay, we have Death. And it came out like this, so ever so slightly in reverse. We'll take it in reverse. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel for some of you, this could be a connection that may be in some form of either one of two things, either separation, or this could be a connection where you guys you haven't really had a deeper discussion about where things are headed, or maybe you didn't like cross that physical boundary and they really want that. There's something here about like unfinished past, history from the past that is still unfinished, that still needs to be dealt with. You know, lingering old wounds, lingering old feelings that are sort of muddled into all of this happy, joyous energy they feel towards you and all the sexual energy they feel towards you. There's also some unfinished business. And with the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is that depression that we were picking up on, that anxiety that they're picking up on, their mental health. is actually not that good, which is also kind of why I'm feeling that you give them so much happiness, because I feel like the brain always seeks to balance things out. The universe always seeks to balance things out. So even if you're in states of vast depression, your brain will like subconsciously seek very high levels of dopamine and feel good energy. And that's why so many people, when they're struggling with depression or unresolved trauma, they feel guided towards things like binge drinking or binge video gaming or lots of sex, love addictions, things like that, because, their brain is seeking out that feel-good hormones so heavily, and you bring a lot of that to them. And for some of you, this person is more cognizant. Oh yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. If they're more cognizant of their own cycles, they may feel like they need to get their mental health together first before they fall into an unhealthy pattern with you. For others of you, I'm just looking at this Death card, 10 of Swords reverse, 9 of Swords reverse. It's this sort of hopelessness. So random. All this hopeless, depressed, like overthinking energy is being hidden behind this happy persona. Fascinating. I do feel like a lot of you are not with this person, okay? Separation may have occurred, and they're having a hard time letting go because you were their hit of happiness. You were their sunshine. So you were their sunshine. Now, for others of you, I feel like the complications of their mental health may be what sort of blocks this connection from unfolding a bit further with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like their own depression causes them to overthink, overanalyze, and that may get in the way of love here. This could be a story from the past that you two experienced as well. Okay? But I'm also picking up on some people here where it's like they're... Now, only take this if it resonates, because this is not for the majority of you, but if you have suspicions that they're not over someone from their past, that could also be a little bit of the case here as well. Okay? And those lingering feelings towards their ex may be getting in the way between you two. But only take that if it resonates, because it will not apply to most of you, okay? There is chaos and conflict inside this person's mind. Their third eye chakra is blocked, For a few of you, this person could be going through some... now, this is only going to resonate for like a handful of you. Spiritual psychosis. Look it up if that phrase resonates with you. That just came through randomly. So this is somebody who gets so caught up in spirituality that they lose groundedness in their physical reality. Or they get so caught up in even just like work and relationships, idealized concepts, that they forget to take care of themselves on a physical level, like forgetting to sleep enough, shower regularly, fill in the blank, like feed themselves, they're lacking groundedness right now is what I'm seeing, okay? We have the King of Wands. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be, though. Again, so much physical passion here. They're very charming and charismatic. They view you as very charming and charismatic together. It's like the two of you bring out each other's charm. Like you are the wind to their flame, Like you really evoke such strong emotions within them. And that's the thing. For some of you, this could be a push and pull type of dynamic, because especially if this is somebody who resists or fears closeness, because when things start getting heated and intense between you guys, like emotionally or physically, that can become very quickly overwhelming. It's like a wildfire on a dry day, a tiny spark very quickly can turn into something much bigger and out of control. This person is afraid of getting out of control with you, letting their feelings get out of control with you. Yeah, because they want you. Like every second of the day, I see, honestly, that you are on their mind a lot. We have, yes, 10 of Cups. This is emotional feelings as well. We have 3 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Wands. I'm not feeling a commitment here between you two currently. Yeah, but they have emotional attachments to you, and if you guys, especially if you're not in communication, oh my gosh, they really may be resisting you because they don't want their feelings to get out of control, because that's the thing, like could only be talking to them for like 10 minutes and immediately all these feelings come flooding to them. Like their feelings are very, very strong, and they feel like they get easily out of control with you. Like they are fire and you are air, and the atmosphere of your relationship is dry as heck. And I don't mean that in any type of way. I just mean, with the metaphor here, keep with the metaphor, like a wildfire between you can rapidly erupt, and for some reason that scares them. Maybe their parents growing up, maybe the people who were role models to them, maybe they didn't have a healthy relationship, and so when they feel themselves starting to catch feelings, okay, they're immediately brought into that, like whatever their parents had, and that scares them. They don't want that. Or if they have an ex that was very toxic to them, which again, that could be the lingering feelings that they need to overcome before they're ready for a relationship, and they start catching feelings for you, they immediately associate it with these unhealthy or toxic relationships. This is somebody who has not experienced a lot of examples of healthy relationships, and so having their feelings really like burst into flames around you, it's scary for them. And this may be the type of person who shows signs of like resistance, or even if you handed this person commitment on a platter and that they want to be with you, they have this 10 of cups fantasy over you, they may still fear and resist it because of past unresolved pain that exists within them. This is crazy. Okay, it's crazy because the chemistry that the two of you share is off the charts. But you know what, sometimes when you have a strong chemistry with somebody, it doesn't always mean that it's something good or something that is meant to be, and I feel like this person probably taught you a lot, or is teaching you a lot about what you do want, but in an emotionally available person. You know what I mean? Like you would love all of the same things that they have, but within an emotionally available person. So let's see what their channeled messages are towards you. If they were completely honest and open about their feelings, what would they say? And this is from my homemade oracle deck. I will print it on better paper one day. Okay, a lot of cards are flipping over here, so let's just pull them out and go with it. Okay. And we're going to keep this reading short today. We have the Queen of Cups coming out. I protect my energy because I'm psychic, empathetic, and into non-mainstream topics, but once I make a connection, I will treasure and love you deeply. That's what I was saying. This person, there's something about them that does feel very spiritual, and that's why I mentioned like they could be in mild or severe forms of spiritual psychosis themselves, okay? And this could be having delusions. This could be becoming like very obsessed with somebody, feeling like they're their twin flame, soulmate, whatever. This could be, thinking that they themselves are like Jesus or some sort of deity or Messiah, whatever, Listen, it happens in the spiritual community or the religious communities. It does happen, and it could be mild, it could be severe. I don't know why I'm just picking up for some of you. This person may have symptoms of that. I am not a doctor. I don't even know who this person is. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it, okay? But they definitely have some blockages in their 6th chakra, third eye chakra, which is where these psychic experiences happen. It's also where a lot of our emotions and visions of what we want exist, okay? There's blockages there, and every time I see somebody with blockages or like a sort of stagnant or some sort of energy all crammed up in their 6th chakra, they are almost always like depression is like number one symptom that I see in people, okay? Anxiety, overthinking, getting very, very worried, caught up in fears and things like that, okay? So this person needs to protect their energy, because if they already have this imbalance, they are really in a state where they need to protect themselves, clear this away, really support their organs, themselves, ground themselves physically, etc. But this is literally falling in love, loving behavior, motherhood, and creative projects. This person may have even, if you were very close, imagined or even told you of like fantasies of even like having children with you or family with you, which makes this all even more confusing. They have a high emotional intelligence. They really do love you. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords coming out here, which, oh my gosh, goes hand in hand with that message. I am protecting my heart right now. The unknown scares me, so I don't make any emotional decisions. I can't make a decision right now. I'm pretty sure the same card came out for group number 1 as well, so pretty similar vibes today. Different reading though, for sure. We have the Fool card. I am so excited about you. It makes me feel like an idiot. Again, this came out for group number 1. If you felt drawn to group number 1, there may be other messages for you there. This is new relationship energy, innocence, loyalty, and devotion. Doing and saying anything you suggest, stumbling over their words, you make them feel young. We have the 6 of Wands. I've been checking you out for a while. I think I'm ready to share my feelings. Okay, so this person, if you have social media, they're definitely looking at your social media, even if it doesn't seem that way. Seeing what you're up to, checking in on you. Yeah, they're stalking your social media. They think you're really cool, putting you on a little bit of a pedestal and admiring you from afar. We have the Ace of Cups. I'm starting to realize just how much I love you. I just want to start something new with you. And yeah, look at that quote, I want your babies. So this person literally imagined families with you. I effing love you, falling in love, new relationship energy again. We have the Queen of Wands. I am at all with your leadership, warmth, creativity, and the life you've built for yourself. And that's funny that the Queen of Wands is coming out because they had the King of Wands come out. You know, they view you as somebody who is, like a perfect match for them. However, there are definitely some signs and symbols of incompatibility in their eyes when it comes to this relationship. Not because it's genuine incompatibility, but because they may view certain healthy behaviors in relationships and associate that with toxic relationships that they were exposed to in the past, whether they were their role models or relationships they were in. Okay, so they're like oh my god, I'm just getting a vision, like clairvoyant vision. Okay, kind of like when I do aura readings, sometimes I see like around the head area just a really dark purpley energy, really, really dark, like cloudy purple energy. I don't know how to describe it. Almost like a cloudy eggplant color, and it just feels like a blocked third eye chakra. And I just feel all this trauma that needs to be processed psychically and spiritually, all of this energy that needs to be processed psychically and spiritually, and that will happen when a balance is created. So when they start grounding themselves and really taking care of themselves physically, taking care of their organs, working out, drinking water, getting enough sleep, like really doing all of these things, it will help to clear out that third eye chakra. But I don't know. Also, they need to take good care of their mental health as well, additionally. And, if I were doing a reading for this person, I would recommend them to really, really, really prioritize that and getting grounded and maybe staying away from anything overly psychically stimulating. Like this would be the type of person, for example, I would tell, like, don't even watch tarot readings, just focus on like getting out into nature, making money, working out, whatever it is that is physical for you, do that. And that's what this person needs right now. But I don't know. Let's see. Last card, we have the 4 of Swords. I am healing and reflecting right now. We need to pause this temporarily. I should probably get therapy. LOL. Yeah, this person definitely is in a healing space and needs this healing space. I don't think this is somebody who's ready for what they want, to be honest. And they may have self-sabotaged this in the past or are currently self-sabotaging it. I just saw 2020 on the counter as well, so that could be additional clarification for some of you. They're needing space mentally, recovering from past and present stresses. You're in separation, needing time to rest for sure. This person loves you with all of their heart, and they actually do view you as like their person. I do want to say that. Like, they really, really view you as the whole package. You're somebody who never fails to make them happy, the sunshine of their life. This is definitely a sad situation where their mental health and lack of caring for themselves has led them to self-sabotage this. But, they definitely need that time to be on their own. And I would never, ever, ever tell any of you to wait for somebody like this. Move on with your life is my advice to you. Okay? And if, they come back around ready and you just so happen to be single and available, that's one thing. But don't wait for this person. Don't, keep checking up on them through tarot readings. I would not recommend that. Honestly, the best advice for you is to take care of yourself. Do the same thing that they're doing, caring for whatever it is that needs caring for in your life. And, you know, if you're ready to open your heart up, then do that. If you're not, then keep focusing on you. But don't wait for this person, okay? Don't wait for anybody, because life is too short for that, all right? And, you know, this person might come back around when they're ready, but who knows? We'll see, all right? Thank you guys so much for joining me. That is what they would tell you if they were completely open, honest, and authentic with everything going on. And I don't want you guys to think that this person is a liar, by the way, because if they haven't expressed this, because honestly, these messages are coming from their higher self. A lot of the times, they don't have the words to describe what's going on. They may not even understand what's going on within themselves, okay? But if you want a more specific you and your situation related reading, like where I'm just focusing on this relationship of yours, this connection of yours, if you have very specific questions involved with this, I highly recommend going to my website, spiritpsychic.org, and clicking on the love reading. You can ask any questions, leave as much backstory as you want when it comes to your individual connections. And I'll do a personal reading for you on this relationship, okay? So readings are open. You will receive them within 7 days of purchase, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to this candlelight reading. We are going to take a look into your person's channeled messages, their thoughts, their feelings towards you. So the rune that came out is Hagalaz, the rune of disruption. And I am seeing that this person, let me tell you, if with this person you've had any, like, cancellations, any delays, anything like that, they are overthinking it, okay? They are overthinking it. This may be somebody who thinks that you don't like them, all right? That's the first thing that's coming to my mind. Very different from group number 1 and 2, okay? Their readings were pretty similar to each other. This is like completely like different. I'm already feeling the shift in energies here. All right, this is somebody who thinks that you do not like them, whether it was like some sort of cancellation or disruption, whatever, okay? Or they don't think that you have feelings for them. If you have feelings for this person, they're unaware, okay? I am getting that strongly. We have Book Fairy coming out. I don't know why I'm seeing this, as they just view you as somebody who is very maybe quiet, studious, very intelligent, cozy type of energy. Somebody who is really great, well-read in many different subjects. You always have something interesting to add to the conversation, and they view you as somebody who is very beautiful, but there is no but. You're just very beautiful. And, you know, I don't know why I'm getting, like, big sweaters. Some of you may be wearing, like, glasses. I'm also seeing something about your hair, like, being silky. Very interesting stuff here. Yeah, this person thinks you're intelligent, and maybe they don't know you super well. Maybe you're asking about somebody who wants to get to know you better. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Storm warning as the energy oracle, and we have contract. Okay, fascinating turn of events here. I think a story is unfolding. Okay, so maybe for some of you, they didn't really know you that well, or you were in a position where you were just either, I don't know why the word colleagues just popped in my mind, but what I meant to say was maybe like mutual friends, or like in a group of people, but you two particularly didn't talk that much. Or maybe when it comes to group associations, you're not super talkative. One-on-one, you're much more talkative. And yeah, it was one of those situations where they didn't really think much of you in a romantic sense, just because, you know, they were in this group setting. You guys didn't really have a lot of one-on-one conversations. But then I'm seeing a story changing here somehow. I don't know why. For some of you, I'm picking up on marriage, but not to each other, but to other people coming up as relevant, which makes me wonder if I'm seeing either marriage or a long-term partnership, like where your life partner's living together, and it's not going well. It's not going well. And in this setting that you know each other, either you or them, whoever it is, opens up about this, and gets vulnerable. It becomes in discussion, and then suddenly the tides change a little bit. And then there is this question of, oh, well, maybe they will be available, or maybe they're available now. And it's also being powered by these emotionally vulnerable conversations. This is an interesting, hard to read situation here. Let's see what else wants to come out. Time for a nap. And we have the Fates. Very fascinating. Okay. So, to recap. Associates, not really close. Relationship troubles with one of you. Vulnerable conversations that has the other person thinking, you know what? This could lead to something, or something a little bit more. I am seeing both of you are the types of people, like, maybe it's not every day that you have these vulnerable moments and in-depth conversations. So when you do have little things like that, I mean, it really does get your heart pounding and feeling really close to someone. Okay, whether we're talking about them or you, probably both of you, I'm not sure. And then following that, I feel like there is either a lot of traveling that somebody is doing, or they're just really, really busy. You don't see each other for a while. And then one or both of you may be convinced that there is no feelings there. Like, okay, well, I haven't seen them. I haven't heard from them. I guess, it's gone with the wind, It turns out it was nothing. So that's where we're at now. That's the story I got out of this. Very confusing. Thank you for joining me for this reading. What is their thoughts and feelings towards you, though? With Storm Warning here, I'm sort of picking up on a thought of, will this be overcomplicated? Or I don't want to overcomplicate things. Let's see what else wants to come out from the tarot, the manga tarot. We have 6 of Pentacles. I'm seeing for a few of you, not all of you, not even most of you, that this could be a professional relationship, which makes it so complicated. Okay, whether you're hiring them or they're hiring you, or this could be like your boss or something of that nature, craziness, which adds complications. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. There could also be some sort of gap here, whether an age gap, a gap in wealth, or something that also overcomplicates this. And then it becomes an ethical question, like, oh, because here's the thing. When somebody's in such a higher position of authority than someone else, it makes it easier for that person to manipulate the other person. So those types of relationships are oftentimes frowned upon for that reason. A boss should not sleep with their subordinate because, that's the person signing their paychecks. That's the person who can manipulate them to do whatever they want, And same thing with age gap relationships. Now I say this as somebody who has been in multiple age gap relationships of 8, 10 years, etc. The older partner in that position has more life experience. They can easily manipulate the other person way more easily. And then that's compounded by the fact if there is any sort of socioeconomic gap, or if any of you has a lot more privilege than the other person. For example, let's just say it's an age gap relationship, and on top of that, the older partner is a male and the younger partner is female. The male privilege is added on top of that. Or let's just say the older person is the majority ethnicity of wherever they live. The younger person is the minority ethnicity where they live. Again, that just adds to this weird, strange power dynamic that can very easily be manipulated. And that's why these relationships can get dicey the more power dynamics are thrown in there. Not impossible. Very beautiful connections can come through these differences. I mean, we all have differences in power, okay? It's just becomes a lot more dicey when it's a lot of differences, okay? So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. And we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. I am not going to lie to you guys, and I know some of you are going to be very angry at me saying this, but there are definitely some people watching for group number 3, I can feel your energy, that are asking about a third-party situation. I never recommend watching readings for that, okay? If you are asking about somebody who is in a marriage or already in a relationship, like, don't get advice from Ariana Grande out here, okay? Leave them alone. It's not going to bring you happiness. And also, I hate to break it to you, anybody who cheats on their spouse is going to cheat on you as well. Okay, it's a character thing, and there's been studies on this. It's not even just relationships. People who cheat on their spouses are also found to cheat and cut corners in business, in friendships, in all areas of life. These are the same people who don't mind lying to their friends if they feel like that's easier. Same people who don't mind hiding things if they feel like that's easier. Same people who cut corners in business. You know, it's a character flaw. Okay, now if you are somebody who is married yourself, you're in a relationship yourself, and you find yourself asking about somebody else, whether they're married or not, I'm not trying to call you out for having these feelings, because I don't think it's that uncommon to have these sort of extramarital feelings, okay? What then becomes an issue is if you start taking action on those feelings. So if you're in that position, I would ask you, why are you having these feelings? What is lacking in your current marriage? And how can you get that sort of passion or novelty or whatever you're seeking in a healthy way? Okay, whether that is working with your current spouse, or maybe you decide, you know what, this relationship that I'm in is unhealthy, and you leave that spouse, whatever it may be for you, you know. These are the questions you have to ask. Now, I just had to give that little message to those to whom it may apply, but for the majority of you, you are not necessarily in that situation, okay? But there is some complications here, for sure, when it comes to the dynamics, the agreements, the contracts. It's giving Libra and Scorpio houses, like 7th and 8th houses, drama, okay? Libra being the house of partnerships, and then Scorpio being the house of legality and signing those contracts and tying yourself to certain commitments that may prevent you from taking on other commitments, okay? Or may make things a little bit weird if you were to say, have somebody wrapped around your finger who you may be in a certain contract or professional agreement with. Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles coming out here. Working on something. 2 of Wands in reverse. Taking that break away, not hearing from each other for a while. The Lovers. There it is. All right, the story continues. This person does, in fact, have feelings. Wow, all 3 groups this reading, feelings were involved. The Lovers. I don't know why the phrase forbidden soulmate just came through. Because the way that you meet, or the circumstances that you meet in, it's like very, very much a blockage for this coming together. And actually, come to think of it, this is actually how I met my partner too. You know, at the time, we were both monogamous, and I was in a relationship. He was not. And my relationship was very, very toxic, abusive, crappy. I didn't even have feelings for him at all. Like, it wasn't even a thing in my mind. He didn't have feelings for me. It wasn't a thing in his mind, because we met in a mutual group, you know, a mutual friend group. Like, it was like, oh, well, she's taken. And I just saw 7575, by the way, which is an angel number. So that may be clarification for some of y'all. Not to mention, the reason he came into the group was actually because he met one of like a friend of a friend of a friend who hung out in our group. They actually matched on a dating app. Now, this person was not my personal friend. So for those of you who think I'm that type of person, I am not. I do not sleep with my friends' former partners. Anyways, the circumstances were very sketchy and we didn't actually have feelings for each other. And then about like 10 months into the relationship that I was in at the time, I started getting feelings for the guy I'm with now. And being the monogamous person I was at the time, I'm like, oh my God, this is so wrong. Like, this is awful. This is bad, you know, blah, 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 blah. However, while that's happening and I'm trying to get rid of these feelings, this dude that I was dating was treating me like garbage. He was accusing me of cheating on like everyone under the sun while he was actively cheating on me. He was also a pedophile, by the way, so don't have sympathy for him in this regard. Anyways, I regained my common sense and I broke up with him. And then it really wasn't a loss for me. It was not a mourning period because he sucked so bad. And then like literally 3 weeks after that, through a friend, I had my friend tell him that I thought he was really cute and whatever. And then for like 5 months or so, it was just this weird sort of like being awkward around each other, but then like sort of talking to each other and then like sleeping with each other. And then eventually we became into a relationship. And we've been together for like 6 years since. And it's beautiful. Anyways, the reason I just told you that whole modern day romance love story is because I'm getting kind of a somewhat similar vibe, but with like different specifics for you, you know, where it's like the circumstances in which you have met or like the group that you're in, like how you are associated to each other, may seem like it's very difficult to explore these feelings. And I think that this person, it depends where you're at in the journey. That's the thing, because you're all at different points in it. You know, like if you're at a point where it's still like an unavailable thing, this person may think you're cute, think you're attractive, but they don't even let themselves get further than that thought because, you know, it's unavailable, you know, whether you or them are taken or like the circumstances. It just seems like, oh, I can't, you know, flirt with that person because they're my coworker or we share a friend group or whatever it may be, you know. But if there are a change in circumstances, like if you were to like leave your partner or they left theirs, if either of you are taken, or if, I don't know, one of you were to step up and say your feelings, circumstances very well could change is what I'm seeing here. And for others of you, like all of this is already played out. So anyways, regardless of where you're at in your journey, let's see what their current feelings are for you. Like what would they say if they were honest and open and authentic about their feelings for you? This one flipped over. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh no. Too much. All right. There's a lot. We're going to read all of them. We have the 9 of Cups. I'm pretty content on my own, but I feel like I'm missing something. That something might be you, winky face. So yeah, this person, you know, I think that's pretty healthy. Like they're happy on their own. You know, they don't necessarily need a relationship. They're not chasing anything, but I feel like their heart is a little bit open to that right now. Like it's like if it were to come, they would definitely like pursue it. Living your truth brings romance and friends, laughing together, happiness with where things are at. This is an easy connection. Wow. We have the 5 of Cups. I'm so haunted by my past. I can't see what I have in the present. This is someone I feel who you're going to have to spell it out for them, okay? If you have feelings for them, you have to spell it out. They're not going to pick up. If you've been trying to flirt with this person, okay, and be indirect with your flirting, it's going right over their head. They're a dummy with that stuff. They could be very smart in like all regards, very charming, but they are a dummy when it comes to like picking up whether or not someone's flirting with them. That's why, and that takes us back to Hagalaz coming out upright. Remember the very first message I gave you, this person doesn't even realize you like them is what I'm feeling, or like have deeper feelings for them. So if you're trying to, in a roundabout way, tell this person your wants and your needs, you need to be extremely direct with them because they are in fact a dummy. in the most loving way possible. I mean that. We have the Ace of Wands. I am so sexually turned on and passionate about you. Raw animalistic passion. They want to see you more. Their body craves you. Physical hormonal compatibility. They think about you sexually. Yes. Five of Wands. I am jealous. I feel like I have to compete for you. Okay, feeling like your family friends won't like them. Scheduling issues, insecurities. They just don't think that you like them at quite a deep level is what I'm picking up from this. Death, this separation is necessary. Let's focus on ourselves. We can possibly reconnect when the timing is right. So there's a message for a few of you here where some sort of ending is needed before this can continue on to something else. As I mentioned, some of you may have to, even if you're both single, one or both of you could be talking to other people. So it's like, oh, if you really want to pursue something more serious with me, say that. And, after you say that, we might take some time to sort of end those other connections, those other people that we were talking to. But just say it. It says the truth is revealed. You need to say it. Say your feelings to this person. Unsatisfying connections need a break. Yeah. No longer pretending everything is okay. Letting go of what isn't serving you and looking at the reality of this. 10 of Swords came out right with that Death card too. Things need to end. The past should remain in the past. Yeah. So if this were to move forward, definitely need to say goodbye to exes and people of that nature. Now here's the kicker. I'm not picking up on a lot of separation energy from a lot of you. I'm not feeling like this is somebody that you're in separation with. However, with the 10 of Cups coming out in reverse now that I'm looking at it, if this is somebody that you have broke up with or ended things with, I am telling you right now, leave it in the past. End it. Storm warning. Hagalaz, first off, Hagalaz, this, if that's the case, this person does not feel like you have feelings for them anymore, and they are moving on. I'm just keeping it real, guys. They are moving on. Storm warning, if, things were to try to reconcile with them, it would just not go right. It would not go right, let me tell you. So, however, if this is a new thing, this could go right, possibly. This does have a chance. However, it'll work once you start being really real and authentic about your feelings with them, telling them exactly what you need and want. And also, this is only going to work if you're both willing to let go of the other people, the exes or the situationships or the other people you're dating, So that's what I'm seeing here. And again, the reason why this person may have people like that, if you are in a talking phase or dating them, is because, again, they do not think you want something serious. They do not think that you have those feelings for them. And because they don't think that, they don't even let themselves get there, okay? However, if you do have those deeper feelings, which I think you do because you're watching a tarot reading on it, tell them, and they will tell you exactly how they feel. It'll change their perspective. They may even say something like, okay, well, let me think about this for a little bit. And then, they think about it for a day or two, and then they get back to you and they're like, oh my gosh, well, actually, I really want this, let's take a week or two. I need to end some connections with certain people, whatever. And that could turn into something very serious, I know reading is all over the place because you're all in such different situations, but let's keep going. We have the 4 of Cups. I want a soulmate relationship, but I'm unwilling to open up emotionally and put in the work. I feel that this is something with this person that you would not realize for many years. Okay? It may take you a long time into getting to know this person, because here's the thing. They really hold up their counterparts. This is a person who agrees with a lot of things. They're not a visionary, is what I'm saying. They're not somebody who is going to come up with very creative date ideas, and they don't feel like an initiator. I would be very shocked if their sun sign is a cardinal sign, which is Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Okay, if their sun sign is any of those, I would be a little bit shocked, because they do not feel like an initiator. This feels like somebody who is they're good for you if you show up and you have ideas and you initiate things and you just need somebody to go along with you. or to support your vision, support your dreams, then this person's great for you. If you are looking for somebody who is going to equally reciprocate initiating things and like sort of planning things, this might be a problem later down the road, but I'm not necessarily seeing that this is going to be a problem right now, and even for like in short term duration. Okay, so that's just something that some of you might want to keep in mind here, especially in the early days. Like if you find that this person doesn't really initiate really clever, cute dates, or they're just more on the like shy side, this is the type of person where you could be dating them for a while and you're like, why haven't you ever told me you love me? They're not a strong initiator is what I'm seeing, but they do have feelings with the lovers, guys. It's yeah. All right, we have the High Priestess. I feel our relationship in the 5D. I acknowledge there is a deeper spiritual meaning to this connection. And we saw that card with the Fates card here as well. Yeah, this person really thinks that you came into their life for a purpose. And psychic dreams about each other. You could have dreams. I don't know if you guys ever had this experience where you both have the same dream in the same night and you tell each other about it. Okay. There's a sense of telepathy here as well. Finishing each other's sentences, thinking the same thoughts at the same time. Soulmate, karmic, twin flame energy, keeping feelings a little bit secret and talking to each other in daydreams. We have the Hermit. I need my independence and alone time. Self-exploration, healing themselves right now, quiet life, needing more time and space, single life, okay? And then we have Nine of Pentacles. I appreciate all that you do. Your independence and self-sufficiency is so attractive. Okay, you have a serene and healing energy to them. Your self-respect is a massive turn on to them. The way you dress is attractive, and your generosity and kindness is noted, okay? So, yeah, very complicated relationship and connection is what I'm feeling here, guys. Okay, this was a difficult one because it is a little bit complicated. I do feel for a lot of you there is potential. You need to be really direct when it comes to what you need with this person. Like, they will follow you till the ends of the earth if they love you. However, they're not gonna be the initiator, the leader, the visionary here. If you're that person, you're that person, but you need to accept that you need to be super duper direct with them. And even if you need them to initiate certain things more, you need to directly say that, like, hey, I feel like I plan a lot of our dates. I really just would like it if you could plan some on your own without, having to ask me about every little detail, things like that. Just be super direct with what you want and need. And you'll get your answers on this connection is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you want more personal advice on this connection, go to my website, spiritpsychic.org. Link to that is always in the description. And click on the love reading. If you get that, you can ask me, you can email me some questions about your connection, give as much backstory as you want, and you'll receive a whole reading on it, answering your questions and acknowledging what you said and everything within 7 days of purchase. So that is on my website, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.